Hi, I'm Katie McPhee, and this is my photo story. It's about how I moved into my first home with my boyfriend Kyle. On the cover, I included the picture of the condo that we moved into because that's the home we moved into. I put the same image on the front page and then went into a little bit more detail about the fact that it looks totally empty right now. There's the snow on the ground, there's no cars in the driveway, there's nothing personal about it, and that will change over time. To continue on, I included some images of the fact that the rooms were all empty, as well as a portrait of my boyfriend. It'll show a little bit of progression as we add more things to it throughout the story. The first piece of furniture that we got was our dining room set. I chose these two pictures of Kyle putting it together. One's a perspective shot from him doing it, and then one from my perspective of me watching him put it together. I chose this layout because I liked the symmetry between the two pages. On this page, I included a 2-page spread of the final product. I feel like it just nicely shows how much work went into actually putting it together and a really nice final product. Kyle goes to Rutgers, which made our move-in process a little bit complicated because he is up at school during the week, whereas I was at the condo during the week, and so that really delayed our move-in process a little bit. But he did eventually move in and get his stuff in, and I liked these pictures because I thought that they showed a nice progression of him finally bringing his stuff in and then finally putting his stuff away. As we got more and more things into the house, we were able to focus more on the detail. Here I have an overhead shot of me upstairs looking down at Kyle bringing in our white entryway hutch, which we then decorated with, pictures and such. I also lose my keys a lot, so I included this perspective picture of him nailing in the key rack, which now keeps me from losing my keys. And then one of my favorite things that we added to the house was the bench out front, because it just personalizes it more, and now when you drive by you can tell that people actually live there. I'm not a big art person in terms of paintings. I prefer to hang up photographs and things that are meaningful to me. So that's what we were doing in these pictures, picking out photographs to hang at the house. Here I have a perspective image of Kyle looking down at some of the pictures that we were choosing. Here I have a detailed shot of a close-up of all the pictures, and then our nice little final product portrait of the ones that we chose and framed. When you move into a new house, it does not come stocked with all of the essentials that you need, so we had to take a little trip to Target. I like these pictures because I feel like, it shows a goofy side as well as, a funny side of needing the toilet paper and the light bulbs and the bags. I chose this layout because I felt like this one was funny because we had so much toilet paper, and then they just showed nice little personality pictures. The first event that we had at our house, we had a movie night. My brother came over with his friend, so I have the introductory portrait shot of my brother coming in through the door. We watched The Martian, so I included the detailed shot of the movie. For a filler image, I have my brother, his friend, and Kyle all watching the movie. I like this picture too because it shows how much things have changed inside the house from the empty rooms of earlier. For an emotional image, I have Kyle and my brother hugging. They get along really well, so that's something that I as a sister and as his girlfriend really do appreciate. And then the final image of my brother driving away, and our first event was a success. I chose that layout because I felt like it progressed nicely. The second event that we had at the house was when we cooked our first meal together. First we went shopping, which was quite the adventure. Then we have a detailed shot of Kyle chopping up some cilantro for our enchiladas, and then finally him cooking them. I liked this layout because I felt like it went 1, 2, 3, and we have the detailed image, a portrait, and then, a little bit of filler in there. And then to finish it off, we have us sitting down at the dinner table to have our first dinner together. We have the leading lines there leading up to him, and it's just an emotional image for me because it made me feel as if things really came together. And our closing image of him putting the dishes in the dishwasher. I ended it with a picture of the house with now it's sunny out, and we have the bench out in front. So you can see from the beginning it didn't look very homey, and now it does. And I felt like that was a nice way of showing how it's transitioned. Thank you.